Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So today's Friday, which only means one thing. Welcome to Marketwatch. In terms of updates for this week, nothing too major. It was more to do with relic presets and a little bit of a mini ninja strike, which is lots of nice little updates have come as a result, but nothing too major in terms of like market movement. What might be bigger for market movement though is the announcement of the Combat Mastery Achievement, which we might do a little video over on the weekend just as an extra bit of content for you guys where we go over and go through this. We might see a little bit of a push on the PVM items, the supply items as well, but with a double XP looming, there could be a chance that they don't go as hard as what they would if it wasn't. A lot of supplies are going to come into the game from double XP, but we're going to focus on that a little bit more. But welcome to Friday, this is Marketwatch where we go through the Runescape 3 price rises and price falls for this week for any investment opportunities, money making methods, and just ways to make a little bit more cash from the game. So getting started, the Eternal Magical Wood Spirit has now decided to go up in price. After a long time crashing, rightfully so because the price for log is so low, it's now gone up to 12.6k, which is a little weird because the price for log is around 4 to 5. So again, that probably needs to sort of settle down a little bit and find its true price, but again, still relatively new in terms of an item. Oracle Zone Spirit still 345. We have the manuscripts as a full 8.2k. Scrimshaw Van Prism 1 mil. Verba Criminal Bolts 153. Spirit Weed Seed just under 1500 coins each. And the Assassin's Walk Override 525 mil. We have a Magic Seed at 26.1k, Acadia Logs 1.6, Vibrance Energy, the first energy I've seen in price rises in quite a while, 384 GP each. Spirit Runes are on the way up, 122 GP each. Obviously when Spirit Runes go up, it normally means that the rest of Necromancy Runes will follow quite quickly. And if Spirit Runes are a decent price, Necromancy Rune crafting as a whole is generally quite a decent price. Sweet Corn, Willow and Ranar seeds on the way back up. Again, quite a lot of seeds dotted round. The Golden Dragon Fruit seed now just under 3,000 coins. Cadaver Berries 720. We have Third Age Iron at just over 5,000 coins. Grimy Qualm 4.3k. A Grimy Marintil as well 4.4k. I've said this a couple of times now, but Grimy Marintils are really underrated in terms of a low level farming. In terms of a low level farming method, they are very, very good, especially if you've got things like Juju's as well. We've had a couple of Slayer cards sort of rise, and the Mammoth and the Nightmare cards as well on the way back up. Super Anti-Fire Flask is 55k each. The Alms of Death, 12 coins each. U-Seed, just over 1,000 coins. Maple Seed, just over 300 coins again. Incredibly cheap now. Tree Seeds, play around farms really is the meta, but Tree Seeds, you can get 99 or a decent amount of farming XP for such a good price now. Always worthwhile doing alongside farms. It's worth sort of like bringing the price down of your animals if you're sort of stretching the XP out with the Tree Seeds as well. Ancient Gravel is up to 1,900 coins. We have Beak's Knot at 1.1k. We have the Ascension Keys, Keystone, Sectus and Sectus on the way back up. 180k for Sectus, not too bad. 120k for the other one. Needs to go up a little bit as well, but it's nice to see that they're there. It makes like Rari's really good money at a time. We have the Eternal Magical Shortbows, 333k. I did do a video of this earlier in the week. Really interested to see how volatile these are going to be. I believe these are going to explode on double XP. But again, really interested to see. Let's see how that goes. Living Wyvern, Wildcard, and the Gemstone Dragon one as well. Bone Rune, 390. Silver Bar, 2.6k. Coal, still on its way up, 509 GP each. We have the Starosara, 10.2k. Unicorn Horn 837, a Rocktail is 726, Dragon Arrowhead 631 GP each, and Spider Venom at 1800 coins. We have Enemy Wildcard 72.9k, again very good XP, generally okay-ish GP, so that is very high. It's probably one of the highest Slayer cards I have seen. Willow Wood Spirits 13.9k on the way back up. Whether they buy for that price though is something I would question. Water Runes at 6 GP each. We have Animal Furs at 7.3k. Kind of signaling that Bandos is going to be the next sort of collection to go up in price as well, which is always interesting to see. Again, archaeology materials off the back of a double XP after the event generally do seem to go very strong and very sort of up in price for a little while, but nice to see that. And an Orichalcum Ore 5.1k, but you might be able to push and sell it for a little more. And a Runic Tuna is 275 mil. Just to note on the bottom of this as well, a lot of seeds are going up in price. Now, again, I think seed prices can be easily manipulated because of the buy limits. I tried to buy quite a decent stack of seeds for player and farms, and it really, really did take a long time to do it. But there are some decent things around. Again, I think this is a pretty weak sort of week of money making. Only a couple things dotted around. Obviously, we've got some archaeology materials. The seeds really stick out. And we've got some rune crafting stuff. We've got the necromancy runes. We've still got Arcadia logs on the way up. But I think this is probably one of the poorest versions of a price rises for the past couple of weeks. We've been really good with moneymakers, and we do seem to be a bit down in just some basic stuff. But just keep checking your margins, making sure that you can sell stuff, hold your price and stuff like that. And hopefully you guys will still make a little bit more money as well. If you've got things related to skilling items, things which could go on a double XP, just sit and hold them. Like, the worst thing you can do is lose a little bit more money. But the thing you can do on the plus side is you could make a lot more money because you are sitting and waiting on these items. Now, price falls. Let's see what we've got in store for this week. Obviously, anything cosmetic, all these scrolls we will skip because, again, they're not really important in my eyes to this series. We're looking for the practical stuff. So, Wood Spirit 2.4k each. We have Ashes at 1.2. Bowstrings 8.19. That could be a nice little deal. Bowstrings are generally quite good and always seem to bounce. Bowstrings are very similar to what I described gold bars being. Like, gold bars will always have its peaks and troughs, but when they go cheap, you have to jump in because they will always go up in price. Steel bars 3.2k. We have a Grammy Ranite 2000 coins. Elder Wood Spirit 10.7 could be a very good price depending on where the log is, but definitely one to look into. Matchite Green at 10.4k. Pretty much a buy price for me. I would buy the coloured archaeology materials when they're roughly around 9 to 10k, but I'd definitely look at that price. Dragon Dart Tip, if you're looking for some insane XP over double XP, that's gone down in price. Still very expensive compared to probably like primal smithing or some other smithing methods, but it could be worthwhile doing if you're willing to part the cash. We have a Bronze Bar at 2.8k, Wine of Sorrow at 32.2, Greater Ghostly Ink at 8.6. Again, we've got some seeds going down as well. It really is the weak of the seeds. Grimy Avanto at 417, Iron Ore 1.6k. We have a Raw Rocktail 1,000 coins each. Ascension Shard 2.8k could be one worth keeping an eye on because the price of the bolts went ballistic a couple of weeks/months ago. Just due to low volume, it could be a chance to make a little bit of GP off them as well. Mahogany Planks now down to 1.1k. Again, you'll still make a lot of money making a mahogany frame, even though it's down to 50.3k. Zaros Godsword 194 mil. Willow Logs at 995. A plank is 417. Blood Reavers did have that little bump up last week, but they're on the way back down, 103k. Arbok Seed just under 60k each. Ultra Compost 6.8k. Pretty big drop for that, and 7.4k was a really big high. Like, that was a really good price. Powerful Ghost Ink 13.4k. We have a Grimy Snapdragon just over 1,000 coins. Amulet of Magic 2,000 coins each, and a Raw Swordfish 265. Red Spider Eggs 143. Elder Energy 99 GP each. Luminous Energy to a price now where it's almost like the floor. 240 each, very, very cheap. Eternal Magical Logs 3.9k each. Oak Plank 920 GP each. Mud Runes 1.4k each, and a Ring of Wealth 12.4 as well. And then finally, to finish this week, Decorated Cooking Urns down to 11.9k. So I'd say there are some stuff dotted around price falls I would definitely look into buying. Obviously the bars, the archaeology items, there's some cheap herbs there. And there's generally quite a few things which have been high in price lately and are just still working their way down. I mean, Goldstone Spirits at 733 each is actually a pretty good price. Gold for the past couple of weeks has been over 1,000 coins, so a chance to make a little bit more money mining with Goldstone Spirits. But that's going to be the end of this week's video. Not as much towards the combat or the skilling side with the eve of the double XP going. Let me know what you guys invested in double XP. Let me know what you're planning for double XP. What are you going to do in terms of levels or GP? What are your big targets? And we'll be doing a video going over my accounts and what I plan to be doing soon. But bit of a quick one this week. A bit lackluster, not quite the level we're used to on these market watches. Normally we can pick out some really good things, but it just seems like a week where stuff is just passing on, adjusting prices and moving on as well. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.